How's it going, guys? Today we're going to finish up the blueprints on Firetrap Elementalist. I should get level 96 in the process. All of these are enchanted armaments or trinkets in currency, and I'll show off any difficult choices that I might have to make if there's some enchanted armaments that there's multiple things I'm looking to take. Otherwise, I'll just show what I picked out of it at the end. And then at the end of the video, I will open up all the stack decks that I've gotten from heists, which we're currently sitting at 522, but I'm sure I'm going to get more out of these. So let's get underway. And most of the enchanted armaments are going to look something like this. I'm get just a bunch of bad bases with enchants on them, nothing special. This Curry Axe has T2 cold and fire damage on it, T1 cold res, crit, spot for attack speed, but it's missing out on lightning damage, so it's like a solid Curry Axe for elemental attacks, but who wants that? Kind of the same with this. This Spider Silk Robe is 5 linked, but then there's this Vol Scepter. The lightning mods have increased effect, rolled with T1 spell damage, which is really hard to hit on its own, T2 flat cold and cast speed. This is obviously the one I take, so there's nothing difficult for me to pick from here. But the enchant really isn't doing anything for it, and I still haven't figured out how I want my loot filter to deal with those, so I gotta manually pick them up. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with today, mostly. Here's a tricky one. So I got an item level 84 jeweled foil with critical mods have 8% increased effect. It's a solid base, but this isn't rolled well enough to just be good as it is. So this is a crafting base, essentially. On the other hand, we have a 6-link full worm scale. Has 200% increased attribute requirements, which raises a 204 strength, 204 dex, which isn't the worst. Honestly, rolled okay. Has an open prefix. It's a 6-link that's usable, essentially. And that's kind of like none of the other things really hit the mark. But yeah, it's kind of tricky. I think I'm taking the jeweled foil here over the 6-link, but it could be the wrong idea if I were to do more research and see what things are worth. But yeah, I like the idea of having the crit modifier jewel foil. So this set of items here doesn't have anything that's jumping out to me as amazing. 5-link Lion Sword's like the best thing here. Defense mods on a well-rolled gladiator plate in the armor, at least. But yeah, they're all missing something, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go back and open as many chests as I can on the way out, since there's a bunch that I wasn't able to open. I'll probably get more value out of that than taking one of those items. I don't know what happened with this wing, but I just now noticed this as I was checking to see if I had Tibbs in here, see if I could get these little chests in this room on the way back, and I've got 6 members with me in this wing. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Talina, Niles, and Gianna talk. Yeah, Karst talks too. Like they all have the voice lines. It's super strange. What we got here? Attributes: Auric Mace, Spine Bow, White Socket, Mana mods, Karuri Scepter, no blue sockets, Cold mods, Demon Dagger, -3 sockets, Speed, Profane, all red sockets, attribute mods. Level 86 on the Auric Mace. Not really amazing, but I think it's the best here. And then I guess I'll be able to use Tibbs on the way out. Oh, and or Niles. Yeah, Niles comes first. No. It does not let me use the Tibbs to open this one. It lets me use the Niles, but not let me use the Tibbs. Or maybe Niles was supposed to be in this wing. Goofy, that's for sure. I didn't get a great item out of that last one there, but I did happen to come out of that single wing with 37 stacked decks. That's cool, I guess. All right, the trinkets and currency rewards are all pretty much going to look like this. I get a choice of 8 chaos, 10 fusings, 8 chaos, 8 GCPs, and 7 fusing. I will occasionally see stacks of delirium orbs down here. I will see Vol orbs. I will see stacked decks in stacks similar to the chaos. And then occasionally trinkets that most often are going to be pretty bad. Most of the ones I end up getting and using I purchase from other players. If I find anything good, I'll take it, but most of this stuff is just going to get mixed into the rest of the currency that I'm generating. Because here you just take the 8 chaos and you go about your business. I just hit level 96, and I went ahead and purchased myself a Watcher's Eye. What I wanted here was damage over time multiplier while affected by malevolence, and then if I could find anything else useful for an aura that I'm using, which I got increased mana recovery rate while affected by clarity on this for exalts. The cheapest Watcher's Eyes listed for damage over time multiplier while affected by malevolence, 2.93x. So 4x for something else beneficial to me is pretty solid, especially when I get my Awakened Burning damage leveled to 5 and Awakened Elemental Focus leveled to 5. Both of those are going to give me a gem level on the Fire Trap. So mana recovery is something that's going to be useful. So I'm going to refund out of this fire damage life regen. And then with that level, I'm going to get Jewel Socket for the Malevolence. So I'm currently at 770,000 fire dot per second. And we put this in, jumps to 847. So pretty solid damage boost there. Plus, I get life from this, being that it's a Watcher's Eye. This one was corrupted with an Ellie pin as well, so that's cool. Yeah, here in this one, there's a stack of 4 Blacksmith's Delirium Orbs. Like, that's an easy take. Over the trinket, some fusings, that otherworldly incubator, 20 chance orbs. Looks like I gave these guys multi-proj on this one. Just fine. But Blacksmith's Delirium Orbs, 9 chaos each. Easy win. I actually didn't know you could get winged scarabs from these, but a winged expedition scarab? That's definitely taking that one. Alright, blueprints are done. Heist locker is completely empty. No more heists to do. So here is what we got out of the heists. So today's heists gave me 1 Exalt and 16 Exalted Shards, all made with Exalted Shards. We got 464 stacked decks today. Highlights from the trinkets and currency. I got 8 Blacksmith's Delirium Orbs, 3 Jeweler's Delirium Orbs, and a Winged Shaper Scarab, Winged Expedition Scarab. Then the Enchanted Armorets. Nothing in here is really great. Most of the things I ended up picking just were because of they had bases. Like this is a 6-link Lathi caster mods on it. It's a decent base to craft something on, but it didn't come with anything really great. It's this, like most of everything in here. This spiraled foil rolled like kind of okay. It has Merciless and Tempered, T2 flat. It didn't come with anything. It rolled just under 300 Fizz DPS. So with the physical, oh, it has 1 white socket. So yeah, it's like not the greatest roll. But it rolled really well. But yeah, then there's bases like this one here. All sockets are blue, but it's a Saintly Chainmail with life mods. This one's defense resistance mods on a Saintly Chainmail. But yeah, nothing super like mind-blowing out of this. Decent is claw. Some interesting stuff. Honestly, I would say that the synthesized Colossus Mallet, which is the best attack speed base on a 2-handed mallet, giving full damage per 10 dex and all attributes on it. It's really cool. And the synthesized power amulet with 30% increased mana regeneration rate. I thought that was great. But, well, this stuff didn't really give me anything too crazy. I did get a tempering orb and I got a tailoring orb. Tailoring orb right now, one listed at 2x, 3 listed at 2.5, a 2.93. And the tempering orb, this can enchant a weapon. Cheapest of this is 4.5x, like roughly 5 exalts. Is what I could get out of just these 2 orbs that showed up in place of one of these rolled items with an enchant. Also got a Putrid Cloister and only one Conqueror map today. Throughout all of the maps that I ran, I don't recall seeing a single Conqueror, Shaper, or Elder fragment drop. I don't know if that's been removed, but I did a lot of item level 83 blueprints, and I definitely revealed all the fragment stuff. Like all I was getting was these mortal fragments. I don't recall seeing any of the others. So maybe they can still drop. Like with as many heists as I ran, I would have expected a few, but I didn't get any. It's not enough to like say they don't drop, but I didn't see any. So there's that. Nothing too much more to talk about there. Tomorrow I'm going to have to go through and clean up this mess that has been accumulating. I've got all this stuff, but I have all the ones that came from the blueprints still dumped in here. So I've got a lot of stuff that I need to spend a day sitting in my hideout, cleaning this mess out, selling stuff. And then also tomorrow I will run a Maven Invitation to Elder Slayers. We'll run that tomorrow on this build. But for now, if we combined all of the stack decks, we'd be 14 short. So I went ahead and bought 14 to round us out to an even 1,000 stack decks. So I could probably sell these in this quantity, like 1.5 chaos a piece for 1,000 stack decks. So let's say like we need to make 1,500 chaos off of running all these. Flipping all of them. I don't know that we're going to do that, but we will definitely see. And yep, that's going to be the rest of this video, is me flipping these stacked decks. So hopefully we get something cool off. Hello? I'm messed up in my loot filter. That's more like it. I was just about to say, I was like, did I really flip that many without anything? My goodness. What is this? Luster Jewel? I've never seen that card. If we get anything big, it'll sound like this. Dropping on the ground. The other ones sound like you threw a book at a wall. Whatever D2 sound effect that was, this is the one we picked that sounded like most like a divination card. Got a void. 2 voids. We got quite the collection of divination cards stacking up. Another void. Coming Storm. I thought I took that one off. Guess not. Oh well. Still not seeing anything. Now, my loot filter for stack decks is kind of more tailored towards SSF because I've played a lot of SSF. So you'll see things in here you might have hidden on your loot filters, like this Scholar, but it's like actually one of the best sources of wisdom scrolls in the game. Is that div card? I got a patient in here. How much is that worth? 25 chaos. Nothing else super amazing yet. An 80. Okay, first little bit's been cleaned up. There's all the junk on the ground that I left there. We go for the next bit. Want that like House of Mirrors card to like set me for the rest of the league. Fantastic. Maniac card. I like seeing those. Not much out of that 50. Imperfect Memories. Jewelry, item level 103, implicit synthesized. Now that's cool. Okay. This is like just below the threshold of the loot filter. Mortal Resolve, those are always nice to see. Top shot at item level 80, though. Alright, let's do 20 more in this set, and then we can do 100. Visco's card. Chaotic Disposition, that's 5 chaos. Another void. Alright, still no big money cards, like big. I've gotten 2 that are solid. Other than that, still, I'm definitely at a loss here so far. Okay. Well, there we go. That's the first like big sound. The Fiend is 10x. Okay, so this was a profit. Flipping the stack decks all league has been like trash for me. This actually 10x is probably about 1500. Actually 10x might not cover the cost of 1,000 stack decks, honestly. X or yeah. But that's most of it. That's most of it. Like I'll definitely make up the rest. So now anything we find, like, we're in profit range. The Fiend got us like safe. We didn't like throw away money here. Saint's Treasure, always good to see. Hoarder. The Void. What's a Hoarder right now? 9, 10 Chaos. Not bad. I think it's the second one of those I've seen. I'm not going to pull those out. Dying Anguish. I feel like this card could hit so hard. here. Forsaken. Oh Lord, that's a 6-link Coronal Maul. Porcupine, the Wrath. Burning Blood? Worth anything right now? No. Okay. Melodies. Dapper Prodigy. Dapper Prodigy is the one that gives you item of 100. Yeah, that one's solid. Avenger. Wonder if Mjolnirs went up in price since the whole battle pass thing. Okay, well, we got a Saint's Treasure and the Fiend. That's pretty solid. Hive of Knowledge. What is that? Okay, like 10 chaos. Alright. 3 to 400. Let's go. I keep like taking a few div cards off each time. I just don't care to see again. The Forsaken. Leather Belt. There's another patient. The Leather Belt is seen pretty often in Trade League. Probably a lot more I could take off this, but I like seeing some of these things. Yeah, the Jeweler's Boon, that's one that needs to go. It's so bad now. Just give you a 5-link. The Escape. With anything? No, not really. Probably really cheap to put yourself together a 7-link step with those. A lot of in-game loot filters won't be still showing the floor as gift, but fusings are still worth a lot this league. I'll take a few clicks for a couple fusings, especially when I just like stack them up. Last Hope, Porcupine, Demigod's Wager. Loyalty. Jim Cutter's Chaos. Got a few porcupines from that one. We probably won't be seeing any more Boundless Realms or Jeweler's Boons. Merciless Armament. Alright, 400 or 500. Go in. I guess I should refresh that. Tumbleweed. Probably don't need to be seeing that div card. Avenger. Expectations. Bones. He's going for us. Worth anything? Not really. Gotten treasure. Oh yeah, it's that leather belt gamble. much. An alluring bounty. Okay, so that's definitely profit. 0.4x, yep, that's... Where'd those go? On treasure. And just tokens are good. Vault breach. I've never had. Thirst for knowledge can go. Ooh. What's this worth? Not a lot of people listed random div cards, it doesn't seem. Six more. Okay. An alluring bounty and the demon. 500 stack decks. Going pretty well so far. Alright, refresh the zone. Halfway there. Going 5 to 600. In the wind. It's a Wind Ripper card. All of those. All 10. Right before the... Forest 10 Awakened Sextants. This is worth something, actually. Second one of these I've seen, I think. There's no way those are selling that. 5 Chaos, maybe. 20 Chaos for 10 Awakened Sextants. Yeah, and still, I think you'd be getting them in a deal. Photographer. And chisels. Divine Justice are always fun. Wish I could just like pick up the stack and just kind of hold shift and then like do this like individual stacking just to drop them one by one on the ground. What is this? All this clicking. Right at the first ones. Hey, how much is that worth? Oh, 20 something chaos. Council of Cats goes with that one. How much is this? 5 chaos. Still something. Fine. The last stack of 10 only dropped me a porcupine. 400 to go. Out with the lion. Not the see the pride at the beginning of it and think, oh, that's the Pharaoh's one. But no. The Combs one. Yeah, disposition. A second alluring bounty. Look at that. Yo, another chaotic disposition as well. And abandoned wealth. Let's go. Actually nuts. Still Justicar, is this still worth anything this late in the league? 2 chaos is something. Justified ambition. Synthesis map. Upwards of 10 chaos. Nice. Cool card. Probably more common than the... What are you doing to me right now? The third alluring bounty. Oh my god. Stack decks are going great. I am having a fantastic time right now. These stack decks. Living my best life. Getting lucky. Act. Pleasure Hands drops off Uber at Siri now. That's free. Should check it to make sure, but now that it's not locked behind Legion. Yep. Alright, well, dang. 2 alluring bounties and abandoned wealth. Money. Big money. 300 to go. You still got time to like pull a mirror card out of here. Getting message from my unlisted div cards. Watching of Lunar, Dying Sun. This is probably... I have chaos. Voids. Dapper Prodigy. Souls. That card was more common and actually farmable. I would actually farm that in this stuff. Hunger. How much is this worth? Okay, Taste of Hates aren't worth much. Cacophony as well. Play math for Archnemesis. Are those worth anything? Maybe? Revelation. The ring, I think. Another emptiness. 3 of them. Almost got myself a Vol Breach from this. Okay, nothing super amazing at that. Decent pulls though. 200 to go. Grave knowledge. Jester. This one. Item level 100 as well. Yeah. Worth keeping around for the item level 100 weapon. More than the... Yep. One standing. How much is this favor cards? Yeah. These got a lot of moon maps. Okay. Fate. Unidentified corrupt. I like that. Enthusiasts. Victorio's influence too implicit corrupted. Okay. Treasure hunt. Escape the Soul. It's the first one of these I've seen. Takers. Cards are like 3-4 chaos. Pentaphobia. These are up there. Delirium orbs, like even the garbage ones are okay. Probably the best one that we got was the Dementophobia with 10x Delirium orb. Okay, last 100. Let's go. Get something big. Quality, double influenced item level 100 body armor. Huh. Okay. Cool card. Never seen that one before. What else we got? Brotherhood and Exiles, one with nothing created. Might have a full set of the Wilted Rose now. Innocent. They're nice. Portal Resolve. I have a Prodigy. Alluring Bounty number 4. Oh my goodness. Last one. You know what it was. Wow. Absolutely insane. I won't say it's the best ever stack deck look I've had, but it's made up for how garbage stack decks have been to me all league. And all but 14 of these stack decks were farmed in the last, like, I shouldn't say 3 days, I should say 3 videos, including this one, in heists. I farmed 986 stack decks myself in 3 days of playing. And one's paid off. So it's been quite a day, let me tell you. So, from the heist stuff, we stack decks alone, like, we got 4 alluring bounties, which is 4/7 of 10 exalts, which is 1.4 times 4, almost 6 exalts. Right, the first ones. The Fiend, that's 10x card. Saint's Treasure out of there. Perfect Memories. 2 of the Patient. A Tempering Orb and a Tailoring Orb. 5x and 2x. 3x. Not many of those listed. Well, somebody's got 21 of them for 3x each, which is ridiculous. But yeah, this was crazy. Like, almost everybody I've seen like do gambles on stacked decks has lost like horrendously, and I just like doubled up probably on the stacked decks. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe. Make sure you don't miss any more videos from me. And there's also a link in the video description to my Discord. That is the best place to get in contact with me to discuss anything at all. And yeah, let's go do it for me. See you in the next one. Cheers.